Alright, what's up everybody? Dirk here, welcome once again to the Dungeon Laboratory. What you see before you is kind of a rebuild here. This is my high frequency solid state Tesla coil that I built with a single transistor, or a single MOSFET down there. I'm going to get around to where I don't have this huge variable capacitor on here. I'm going to find the hopefully optimal capacitor range that I need, or value is what I meant, and tack a capacitor on there. The thing about these circuits is that you kind of have to tune it to get a breakout. So I do have an idea of what I could do, is to possibly put something up here close in proximity that's grounded. So hopefully maybe it'll give the output initiative to actually break out of the tip that's up here, and it'll just come on by itself. So that's the idea. I've seen other. There's a lot of variations of the circuit, so that could be a way to do it. I'll have to see. Yeah, I got everything built on this little fan, and I just got this little power supply powering the fan right now. I'm not a big fan of this being in such close proximity to the coil, but it doesn't seem to be doing much of anything negative towards it. You know, because of this puts out a lot of EMF, electromagnetic, EMI, a lot of EMI. My brain's a little bit fuzzy. I've been kind of working on stuff all day, and I went ahead and built a. This is like a medium power supply. It goes up to like 60 volts, roughly 8 to 10 amps. So I'd rather abuse something like this as opposed to my Variac, which I had already damaged way in the past and had to repair. And I can vary the voltage from this as opposed to that over there. Very simple. I had an extra voltmeter, so I put that in there. This is the original one that came with this box. This used to be an old battery charger, and I say old because it had a selenium rectifier, a pretty beefy one in there that was far gone. So I took all that out. That had a 6 and 12 volt transformer inside, 6 12 volt tap. I took that out. I'll use that for another project, and I stuck in a big audio transformer that I had before for a lot of my setups. So I figured I'd put it in this box. Really beefy full bridge rectifier, about 11,000 microfarad filtration, on-off switch. There was some other jacks that I put down here. I had another idea of putting a smaller variable power supply in here, but if I'm going to vary the voltage on the transformer here, it wouldn't be such a good idea to have it like that, because then it wouldn't really work out. I kind of thought I could use this maybe for like 12 volts, maybe, the power fans or whatnot, but it's not critical. It's not a big deal. If I was going to power it by itself, sure, no problem, because it's essentially the audio transformer has two 24 volt taps, and I have it in series right now to give me 48 volts and rectified and whatnot. It averages about 60 odd volts. This circuit draws quite a bit of current, as you're about to see. This meter isn't accurate. I'll have to look back inside there and see if I can calibrate it, because it's stuck on 1 right now. It should be on 0, so the circuit pulls about 4 to 5 volts on average, but the voltage drop is great. It affects it greatly, so that's kind of interesting. We'll go ahead and get it powered up. I hope you guys can see this and I'm not in the way too much. I'd rather have a head cam or something like that. I might do something like that. Maybe get some strapping, and like maybe I can strap this to my head. Kind of like one of those GoPros. That wouldn't be a bad investment to get a GoPro. Just strap it onto my head. So I hope you guys can see this well enough. I do apologize if you can't. It looks really bad on this tiny screen here, but maybe it looks a lot better on an actual YouTube video. We'll see. So I'll get this turned off here, and we'll kind of get this going. Get this powered on. We'll go up to we'll do like 40 volts or something like that. It's going to drop quite a bit. Ooh, there it goes. Quite a little power. Very, very bright. It is literally melting the tip off that nail. I have a nail that's on there. It's either iron or steel, but ooh, I actually felt that come through onto my finger. That was not a very smart idea. That kind of hurt. We won't do that. But yeah, as you can see, doing that, I would say it's about 5 amps. And it dropped it down from 40 to 25 volts. So it's very hot. That will destroy anything. You can actually feel that coming through the wood. That is crazy. Let me turn that down a little bit. There we go. So we're at about 15 volts. You know, it should still light tubes. Oh yeah. So it's not bad. It's a little bit more tame, hopefully. So yeah. A little candle. As you can see, that's very, very bright. Yeah, I did have a very sharp tip on there, and it literally melted it off. So, yeah. That will destroy capacitors. Yeah, we can even put one on there. It doesn't take very long to upload videos on YouTube these days for me. So we can go ahead and do that. Hopefully that's a bit entertaining for you guys. That was kind of my mission, is to destroy one of these pieces of shit. So we'll go ahead and do that. See if I can get it on there. Hopefully that's not screaming hot. Actually, it kind of is. That's pretty hot. It's kind of nice to have if you're going to build something like this, to have you know, maybe like a crocodile clip, and you can add things on there. Tesla Explorer built a few of these as well, and he did the same thing. I don't know who did it first, either him or me. Ooh, that's hot. Yeah, it's a very fun toy. I would suggest getting some other MOSFETs, because tuning this and getting the feedback coil right is critical. Yeah, if they don't get that right, you're gonna have some unhappy, you know, MOSFETs, and that's basically what that really is. Let's see if we can get that on there. And before I turn this on, you know, basically what I mean is this is your feedback coil that's right here, and kind of want to stretch it out a little bit. It's something you have to play with, you know, how long it should be, and messing around with the potentiometer here, because this is basically for your gate voltage here, and you don't want to you know, exceed that gate voltage that's on there, even though there's 2 back-to-back Zeners on there. You still don't want to exceed that, because that's another way to kill it. It's a really finicky, it's not a great circuit, but obviously you can see it's pretty powerful for what it is, without having a top load on there. I mean, it's big old plasma flame, you know, about 11.5 megahertz is what I measured this at the last time. So yeah, there's a lot going on there. Took me quite a while to get that right. Let's see if we can cremate that that guy. Kind of looking around here for my chicken stick because I really don't feel like using that. Damn it. Oh, I had a chicken stick around here somewhere. It's gone now. Okay, well, I won't crank it up too much. I'll let it back off again. We can get this turned back on. I can feel the transformer kind of warm in there. Go ahead and crank this up again. And then we'll do like 30 volts. And trust me, that capacitor is thoroughly destroyed. And it's very bright too. I don't have my safety goggles on right now. The tip of that screwdriver is starting to melt. Yeah, but that capacitor is not having a good time. It is charred. Alright, I'm going to turn that back down. So, yeah, that's basically what I wanted to show you guys is, I'm getting this almost finished, hopefully. And I just got this guy finished up today. I'm pretty happy about that because it's a really cool vintage case. And the transformer that's inside here has been good to me over the years, so I figured I'd give it a nice home. Fairly easy to use, not bad. Plug and play, linear transformer. I prefer something linear transformers or power supplies over the switch mode stuff. A lot more to go wrong on here, as in here. You got like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 components if you add a fuse. Not counting the meters. And on here, a whole buttload of components. Anything can go wrong on there. So, yeah. Check the heatsink. It's not bad. I'm kind of glad I have the fan on there, but probably going to have to raise it up a little bit because I think I'm restricting some of the airflow that's coming underneath here because I'm pretty sure that this fan, it's actually might be, on the side or something like that. It's a CPU fan, Actually, it's top right. Yeah, this is actually on the top. Whatever. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys. Cheers.